I woke up on my 26th birthday to a message from my father. Be grateful we let you stay here. A few moments later, another text followed. Your brother's college fees are due Friday. You'll handle the $6,000. No birthday wish. No kindness. Just another order. The night before, they had sold my motorcycle. Said it was for the family. That bike had been my escape, the one thing I truly owned. I'd worked 2 years of side jobs, saving every spare dollar they didn't already claim. But that morning I didn't yell, didn't plead. I just stared at the screen, letting the anger settle, quiet, steady, complete. When my father barked, "Then get out," I smiled. I already planned to. I used to think my parents were just struggling, that their rules and demands came from love. We weren't rich, but they always preached about sacrifice and family unity. We all give a little for each other, they'd say. It sounded noble when I was younger. Then I realized family meant I worked overtime while my brother played games all day, and sacrifice meant my goals paid for his. Every time I saved a bit, it disappeared for something important. Tires for Dad's truck, Mom's dental bills, a new laptop for my brother. I told myself it was okay, that one day they'd see me for more than what I could provide. But that illusion shattered the day they sold my bike. When I came home that evening, Dad was in his recliner, beer in hand. "Rent's due now that you're an adult," he said without looking up. Mom pretended not to hear. My brother scrolled on his phone, smirking. I looked around that worn-out living room, the faded couch, the stale smell of old beer and control, and felt something new. Nothing. Not guilt, not fear. Just a hollow calm. That kind of nothing is dangerous. It's the beginning of clarity. That night, I packed quietly. Just the essentials: clothes, laptop, tools, documents. Before leaving, I opened the garage door. The space where my motorcycle once stood was empty, but my workbench was still there. The one Dad called junk, but kept because I used it to fix his things. I'd spent years learning how engines worked, how circuits behaved, how systems failed. I also knew about the retirement stash Dad bragged about, the envelopes of cash and certificates tucked away inside the garage freezer beneath bags of frozen meat. He'd once laughed at me, saying, "You fix cars. I fix futures." So I decided to fix something one last time. I didn't take a cent. I didn't need to. I simply rewired the freezer's thermostat, a small adjustment. When power cycled, it would surge just long enough to fry everything inside. Paper, plastic, proof of his empire, all turned to ash and sludge. I plugged it back in and waited for the hum of the compressor to return. Then I walked away. I slept in my car that night and felt peace for the first time in years. By morning, my phone was exploding with calls. Mom, Dad, my brother. I didn't answer. I just drove by slowly, watching. Mom stood in the driveway, crying. My brother shouted into his phone. And Dad, he just stared into the garage, motionless. I could picture it clearly. The melted remains of his precious future, the burnt stench of everything he valued. People like him never imagine the tables can turn. They think control lasts forever, that the ones they break will never rise. But silence doesn't mean weakness. It means patience. I didn't destroy his life. I only showed him what he'd built. Something fragile, built on greed and fear, one spark away from ruin. Now, when I think about that house, I feel nothing but distance. The sweetest revenge isn't their suffering, it's freedom. Tonight, my phone buzzed again. A message from Dad. "You did this." I stared at it for a long time, then typed back, "Be grateful I let you live there." This time, I meant every word.